Remember that day when the old guy put me up the ladder? Jesus, I'm still shaking.
Paul there beside you. The Paul beside you.
Oh, no,
No, I'm talking about her, she's Polish.
That's cold, man. Hang on to the zero bus going. So we're tracking everything. That's the bus. I got the yell, we're over the way. So we gather a few from the bike run down here, please, just for about a quick chat for about 4 hours. I was asked just to say a few words in relation to the run today, and why so many of us have gathered. I guess the tunnel run has become famous over the last 3 years now, where it started out to raise funds for a charity close to a lot of our hearts, in particular our babies.
I thought you were Polish.
And that's for Childvision.
I thought so.
And it's raised a lot of money over 3 years now, isn't it, BH? Yeah, 3 years. This year the plans was to hold a run again, and possibly for Childvision. But as a lot of you know, last month we lost a very dear friend of ours, one of the biggest fundraisers in the country. Aidan Lynam lost his life while on a charity run raising funds for Down Syndrome Ireland. For those of you who know Aidan, not only was he very prolific and very well known in the bike scene, he was also one of the safest riders I've ever travelled the roads with. He was the sort of lad you go out in any weather and you know he wasn't going to cut you up or cut across you. In actual fact, if you wound on a bit, he would be one giving you advice to ask you to rein in the horns. Unfortunately, consequences last month. Aidan lost his, earlier on this month, actually just a couple of weeks ago, Aidan lost his life in that tragic accident after raising almost €1.6 million for Down syndrome. But not only that, and he was a new Aidan in the background in my own involvement in motorcycle racing and providing medical cover motorcycle racing. Aidan has raised a lot of money for numerous charities that we don't even know. And if we went to Aidan asking for a photograph, hand over a cheque, he declined. Such was his demeanour when it came to not wanting the limelight then. It was decided amongst the organisers of the tunnel run today that today's run would be done in memory of Aidan Lynam, and that all the funds taken today would go to Down Syndrome Ireland, which was very, very close to Aidan's heart because of his daughter Robin, who was born with Down syndrome. So before we just take a sort of a quick moment to remember Aidan, from next year on it's been decided that the tunnel run is going to go ahead every year. It's not going to go ahead to raise funds for Childvision. It's going to go ahead, and it's going to go ahead, and there's going to be a rider or a cyclist, motorcyclist or scooterist nominated each year, and it's going to be done in their memory, and a few bob raised for chosen charity. Next year's nomination is in already, and that'll be for the memory of Dermot Kenny, who was the brother of John Kenny, who was one of the organisers here, moving quiet in the background there, making sure everyone is okay. Following on from that, nominations will be decided each year about the chosen charities and about the person you're going to remember. So all I'll say is thanks everybody. Maybe take a moment to remember Aidan, one of the funniest lads out there, but when it came to raising funds, he was quiet in the background and raised absolutely millions for children's charities in this country. Thanks again everyone for the run. Very, very safe. There was no messing, which was great. We're all going to head to Cavanagh, the grave diggers, shortly after this, and maybe just take a moment, think of Aidan, and have a safe journey for the rest of the day. Thank you.
Come on. Well done, Jim.